Hi y'all, I got another airport ground transportation story for you guys. Uh, Normally I switch positions, but I'm behind schedule and I'm trying to stay on schedule, at least post once a week. So anyway, this is another airport ground transportation story. Well, I got this trip one morning, and normal trip, Laguna Niguel to LAX. So I went down, pulled the van up, popped the back door, and it's an Aerostar van. It was the old square boxy ones, not the Windstar. I get confused between the two. I probably should have done my research. But anyway, it was an Aerostar, and it had those Aerostars had the best hatch in out of all the industry, because the whole thing would pop straight up, made it really easy to be efficient doing stuff. So anyway, I pulled up, went over, knocked on the door, and my passengers brought their luggage out, put it on the front porch, and no big deal. So I went back up to check, came back down, and they came out through the garage door. Well, no big deal, standard, no fuss, no muss trip. So I get them loaded in the van, they're secure, and we fly it, not fly, but most of the traffic's 80 miles an hour going in the mornings, going up to LA from Laguna Niguel. So we drive all the way up there, and we're on the top deck. I can't remember which airline it was. It's probably Delta or something like that. But they were flying to the East Coast. So I, loaded the passengers, and they came out through the garage door, closed the garage door. No problems. Get up to LAX, we're on the top deck. Get around to Delta, if I remember right. And I unload them, and I put their luggage on there, and there's like, where's the rest of our stuff? I'm like, that's all you brought out? And he says, no, I brought more stuff out. I'm like, okay, I can't argue with them on this or anything. So what we did is the wife went and took care of the tickets, and the husband and I got back into the Aerostar van, and I'll tell you what, the rev limiter or the speed limiter is 110 miles an hour on an Aerostar van, period. The ones we had are V6 ones. So I jammed it out of LAX, got back onto the 5 freeway, which connects to the 405, and I told to the 405, and then I told my passenger, I said, I'm sorry, but I can't chat with you, and we're in a huge hurry. So I'm going to get us there and back, and we're going to be on time, but you have to let me do what I do. And he's like, fine, just as long as you get our luggage. So back then, I think that check-in time was, you had to be 3 hours in advance. I flew down. Now, certain times of the day, certain freeways are faster than others. You have the 5, the 105, the 605, and the 405, and the 5 and the 405 merge together down in Irvine, at the end of Irvine. So I told him, I says, just let me do my thing. And I think on the whole stretch of the 105 freeway, we're at 110, going all the way down. We merged onto the 605, and that was 110 going all the way down. And then we got to the 405, and it was kind of touch and go. I was moving pretty fast, And one of the rules to not get a ticket when you're driving really fast, that from my experience, and I'm not telling anybody to do this, don't tailgate people, don't change lanes, and try to be invisible. So you think invisible. I don't know how to explain it. So we made it all the way down to Laguna Niguel, and there was more luggage outside the front door. They had closed and locked the front door and came out through the garage. For the way the system works is when you close the front door, you're done. I heard it lock, and obviously I'm not a theft. I'm identifiable, and I'm a theft type person, identifiable. So there was the luggage. We loaded up the luggage. Boom. Same route all the way back to LAX. And they made it on time. They made their flight. But I'll tell you, if you're doing airport ground transportation, especially here in Utah, the freeways don't work that well. You can't get away with it because the cops are really on top of everything. Check and make sure with your passengers before you go that you have everything, because you can screw it up. I still got my tip. The normal tip is between $20 and $40. I don't remember what the tip was. I was just glad to get that ride over with. So anyway, there's my airport ground transportation. That's my ground transportation story for today. And Happy New Year. And whoever God is, God bless. All right? And bye.